Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a card that's called a 5x7 pop-up pillar book card. Now I saw something similar to this, not this exact one, but something similar on Lisa Curcio's YouTube channel, and I really liked it, and I actually did a live stream recently, a 6x6 version that was very much similar to how she'd done hers. I'm not entirely sure. I just kind of looked at the picture and kind of worked it out myself, so I'm not entirely sure how much it's similar and how much it's different and whatever. But anyway, it got me thinking about different ways of doing it, and so I decided to have a go with a 5x7 and make it slightly differently and have it so that it folds shut slightly differently. So this was the finished item. So it's actually a 5x7, as I said, folds flat like that, and then when you open it up, this bit here turns into, like, not the spine, but like the pages of the book. And then you've got a nice bit on the inside there, and when you stand it up it looks like that. And then you've got space on the back to write. You could put your writing thing on the inside if you wanted to. On the front there, the papers that I've used on the fan and also on the inside here, those are all my own. There's the Cherry Blossom digital pack, which is available on Etsy. It will be available at some point on Amazon as well. I'm going to be getting that into a physical paper pad at some point. I will tweak it slightly because some of these haven't come out as sharp as I like them to be, so I want to just sharpen those up. So the cherry blossoms themselves may change when I do the Amazon pack. But the plain patterns will be the same. But yeah, we'll tweak it slightly just so that it's a bit more perfected for where I want it to be. The fan dies are from In Love Art Shop, so if you use my code ICEDImages, that will get you 20% off your order. I'll also put links in the description to these dies so you can click through. This one here, I can't remember if it was a Coca Rosa or an In Love. I think it was a Coca Rosa Studio one, but again, I will try and link it below if it's still available. These were just peel-offs that I had already, and yeah, I think that's everything. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get into it. Okay, so for this card, you're going to need two pieces. So you're going to need one piece that is 7x10 and one piece that is 9x7 or 7x9. And we're going to go ahead and score these. So on the piece that is 7x10, we're going to score it at 1 inches, 5 inches, and 9 inches. So we've done that piece, so that can go to one side. Then you're going to need your 9x7, and along the 9-inch edge, you're going to score at 1 inch, 4.5 inches, and at 8 inches. And that's all of your scoring done. Then on this piece, which is your larger piece, your 7x10, we're just going to mountain fold all of our score lines. So you should end up with that. And then on the other piece, you are going to do a mountain, valley, mountain. So you should end up with a piece that looks a bit like a kind of flattened W. Right, so if we go on with this piece first, the bigger piece, what we're going to do is you need 2 pieces of mat. So I'm going to do the white piece is going to go on the back. You need 2 pieces of mat that are 3 3/4 by 6 3/4, and then 1 piece of pattern that is 3.5 by 6.5, and 1 piece of white that's 3.5 by 6.5. So I'm going to go ahead now and stick this on the front, and we're going to stick this one on the back. Okay, so that's your front and your back done. And then on the inside here, now you can put pieces on the inside. I've only cut out enough for the front of this piece, but I think we might actually need to, well, actually no, you're not going to see it. Okay, so I made one recently, a 6x6 version, and I actually cut an aperture out the front, but I'm not going to do that with this one. In fact, this doesn't go this way around, this goes the other way around. It's best to turn that around. There we go, so let's go that way around. So let me show you the 6x6 version. So this was the 6x6 version that I made on a live stream. Now I'm going to do this one, it's going to be slightly different, but it's similar as well. It's different and similar. So this is the way that the 6x6 is. So I've got it like that, and then you've got these little pillars here. So the top view is like that. So you've got little pillars, and then here we've actually got an aperture that I've cut out, and you can see all the way through. So obviously you can see. But on the one I'm doing today, I'm not actually going to do the aperture. So if you want to see the aperture one, you can go and check my live stream out. There will be a edited version of this live stream coming at some point, but for now it's just the live stream. So go check that out. You can always flip through the parts you don't want to, hear if it's chat and whatever. But the one I'm doing today is slightly different, but I'm not going to do the aperture in the middle for this one because I just thought let's do a bit of both, and then that way you can see. So if you wanted to, you could cut an aperture out of the middle. As I said, I'm going to leave mine just like a book. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick these two pieces in here. We could put something in here as well, but I'm going to leave that because we're not really going to see it. You could put it in later if you feel like it needs it. I might change my mind, we'll see. So these two pieces here measure, the mats are 3 1/4 by 6 3/4, and the patterns are 3 inches by 6 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these down. So you should end up with that. So now we're going to go ahead and stick this into the other card. Now really you should probably put your greetings or whatever on the inside here. If you wanted to, you could make this actually as a white panel, maybe one side a white panel. You could do it as a top fold, you could do an extra thing inside for your message, you could do what you want really. I'm going to stick this in, so we're going to put some red tape or wet glue onto here. I'm actually going to use wet glue for this, so we're going to put some wet glue and we're just going to put it on top here, and then we're going to take this, turn it over, and that crease line is going to line up with this cut edge of the card, and we're just going to stick that down and make sure this is lined up. So hopefully it is like this. Now as you probably saw on that 6x6 version, this bit went in, but on this one this is actually going to go out, so you are going to see this edge, so we are going to decorate that. So next what we want to do is we're going to bring this over like that, we're going to fold this over and we're going to fold that back. I'm going to put some glue, or again red tape. Glue is better because you've got wiggle room. If you make a mistake you've got a little bit of time to kind of correct it, so it is better to use a bit of glue if you can. You need like a good solid glue, something like a Yoo-hoo or a Dovecraft Ultimate Clear craft glue, something strong is what you need. And then we're going to fold this over, keeping this flat and open like that. So then when you open it, it automatically kind of opens itself and you get that kind of book feel. Now as you can see, you can't really see inside there. You get a bit of red, so I don't really see that you need to put anything in there. If you're doing an aperture, then I would definitely put something in there, but otherwise you don't really need to do that. But it gives that kind of book effect. So we're just going to fold it flat. It also folds flatter. I feel like it folds flatter a bit nicer than the other one, because the other one you've actually got pillars in. So if we open this up, you can see you've actually got the pillars there. So you could do this 6x6 one in the same way that I'm doing this 5x7, and you could do this 5x7 in the same way I did the 6x6. So it really is up to you what you want to do. I also feel that with it coming out rather than going in like that, so this is going in, the person who gets it has to kind of tweak it a bit to get it to stand up, to get it to sort of sit out like that. Whereas with this one, when you open it, it kind of automatically does it itself. You need to tweak it a little bit, but it's not as, you don't really need to tweak it as much. So yeah, there are your little two options for you. You can really do what you want. So on the front here, I do need to put something on this bit here. Now I don't really want to put pattern papers. I feel like peel-offs might be the way to go. So I'm going to have a look now and see if I've got any peel-offs that would be suitable to use on what is effectively kind of like, it's not the spine, is it? It's like the pages of your book almost. So I found these gold peel-offs, and I think these will probably do. So I've actually got some lines down the side, and also these little circles and things, which I think I could use maybe to kind of to pull the gold in, because at the moment I've got no gold on this. But obviously red, gold and black is kind of like your typical kind of Chinese type colours. So I think I will go with this. So I'm going to want to do, I think, 3 lines on here. So what I'm going to do is grab a line. Now obviously with these you've got to be a bit careful because they're going to they're going to want to go wonky. So we are going to go for where kind of halfway is, and I am going to come in, so I've got a similar kind of border to where my mat is. So about there and about there, like that. And then when we get to the end, we just want to cut them, but we want to make sure we cut it straight. We don't want a wonky cut. So like that, got a little bit left over, put that in the out of the way. And then we're going to go for a couple more. Oh, I've actually only got 3 lines, not 4 lines, that's fine. Right, so I've gone ahead and done that, and I actually quite like that. I wasn't sure if it wasn't going to look right, but it actually looks quite nice. So then we're going to go ahead and decorate the front. Now on the front, I've got these dies. Now these dies were from In Love Art Shop. So if you use my code icedimages, all in one word, you can get 20% off your order. I shall try and put a link at the top here, which will take you straight through to the website, so you can click through that and go straight through to this product. There's also will be links in the description below as well. So I'm going to put one on there like that, and one on there like that. Now these actually come, you get 4 dies, so you get 2 of these back pieces, and then you get 2 which are like the front pieces, and they already have score lines on them, which you don't have to fold along, but I thought I quite like the idea of actually folding them, because then it kind of, you know, it gives it a bit more character and a bit more definition. So I'm going to go ahead now and just stick these down. I'm going to use a bit of silicone glue on them. Okay, so I've stuck the fans down, and then we're going to go ahead and stick this happy and birthday on. Now again, I can't remember where this was from. It was either Coco Rosa Studio or In Love Art Shop. I will have put a link to it below if I can find it. I'm going to put the birthday here, and I think maybe the happy up here, happy and birthday, or I could do them both in the centre. Quite like them being both in the centre actually. I think I'll probably go for that. And obviously with using silicone glue, I can kind of really stack them up if I want to. So I've just found a little sentiment that says, count your life by smiles, not tears. Count your age by friends, not years. And so I'm just going to put that on the inside there. Obviously you could really go to town on the inside, but I kind of get a bit stuck when it comes to the inside of cards like this, because you kind of, if you start putting happy birthday, you've really put happy birthday on the front, so it seems a bit weird to have it on the inside. You could have like a just for you. It just gets a bit difficult. So yeah, apertures kind of help matters, because you've got something then to kind of, you know, a reason to be putting things on the inside. But otherwise I kind of struggle. So we're going to go with this. Just need to be careful of the front. And so there you have your finished card. So you've got a nice bit on the front with oriental fans. You open it up, got a lovely centre, and you could do what you want on the centre. And then on the back, in fact, you could probably have your little message on this on the inside, to be honest with you. On the back, you've got, you know, where you're going to write. And obviously it looks great from the top, folds flat to fit in an envelope for a 5x7 card. And there you go. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and leave a comment down below. And also don't forget to go and check out In Love Art Shop. Use my code icedimages, which will get you 20% off your order. If you used any of the affiliate links in the description below, that will also let them know that you've come from me, which also helps the channel out. If you'd like to donate via PayPal, buy me a coffee on there, that'd be great. Anything to help the channel, because it's getting to a bit of a crunch point right now as to whether we continue or not. So financially wise, it's getting a bit difficult. So if you can, that would be great. If not, don't worry. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed today, and I will see you again next time. Bye everyone.